Top of the morning to you. This is Monday with Friday, preparing you for a better week ahead. Katherine Phillips died too young and too early. By the time the 47-year-old had departed this life back in 2020, she had left humankind with the secret to ending the problem right at the heart of all the strife in the world, whether it's the strife and senseless dehumanization, murder, terrorism, and single-state imbalance and injustice on that strip of land east of the Mediterranean Sea, or the strife in America wherein a political party with the majority in the House sees no value in working with the minority to secure a sensible, reasonable, and durable speaker, or the strife wherein some Americans just want Jews gone, blacks gone, immigrants gone, gays gone, and females subjugated. Katherine Phillips left Jamaicans with the recipe for ending decades of bad blood between Laborites and comrades. She's left Trinbagonians and Guyanese the secret to ending the decades-long disquiet between persons of Indian descent and African descent. She's left India and Pakistan the secret to ending their strife. Vladimir Putin, an insight into a better way to live like a normal human being. Warring factions in African states, bigots in China who rage against the Uyghur Muslims, or those in Burma who malign Rohingya Muslims, or Indians who view Muslims as second-class citizens, and that whole ugly caste system in India. And those persons all over the world like this can learn from Katherine Phillips. Her gift to humankind can transform rogues and backward misogynists in Afghanistan or Iran who say they are Muslims but who deliver none of Islam's peace to females or anybody who does not think like they do. And it, besides reminding them that their behavior falls miserably short of the Christ whom they claim to follow or imitate, can surely communicate to people from Franklin Graham to Lindsey Graham, James Dobson to Clarence Thomas, or Tommy Tuberville to Marjorie Taylor Greene, that they epitomize the most fundamental problem with, and I dare say, sin of the world today. And what is that secret, that gift that Katherine Phillips left us? It's a simple truth that diversity makes us smarter. In an October 2014 article for Scientific American, Phillips wrote, quote, "Diversity enhances creativity. It encourages the search for novel information and perspectives, leading to better decision-making and problem-solving. Diversity can improve the bottom line of companies and lead to unfettered discoveries and breakthrough innovations. Even simply being exposed to diversity can change the way you think," unquote. During her distinguished academic and research career at a few prestigious universities, including a number of firsts for a female and a black female at that, Phillips conducted an experiment with 50 same-gender groups of 4 people. In each group, 3 of the 4 were from the same fraternity or sorority, and 1 more, in some cases, of the same fraternity or sorority. These were called the in-group newcomers. And in other cases, some were from a fraternity or sorority different to the other 3. These were called the out-group newcomers. All 200 people were given the same details to consider. Several interviews conducted by a detective investigating a murder. The task for each group was to determine who was the likely murder suspect. After some unrelated activity, the 50 groups of 3 gathered to determine who was the murder suspect. 5 minutes later, the 4th persons joined each group. Phillips' research team noticed consistently that the teams in which the 4th person joining 5 minutes later was not from the same fraternity or sorority, the out-group person that is, were the teams that accurately determined who the murder suspect was, while the teams with the in-group addition missed the mark. Because, as Phillips had observed back then, that, quote, generally speaking, people would prefer to spend time with others who agree with them rather than disagree with them, unquote. Diversity interrupts the uniformity of unhealthy agreement, paving the way for healthy disagreement and birthing new perspectives that would not otherwise have arisen in what I call the echo chamber of homogeneity. Diversity is not easy, but whether we are students of sociology, economics, or ethics, wherein we've cultivated a perspective that we all desperately need each other for a just and wholesome world, or whether we believe that we humans were created by a God of diversity. Just look at nature, man, and the diversity of forms of life and the species of life. We must conclude that it is a cardinal sin to fight or flail against diversity and to reject a fellow human being because they are not of our tribe, nationality, lineage, or some made-up wickedness we call race. Wholesome and harmonious communities must live out, express, fulfill, and master diversity. It's time we got it right. You in your small corner, and I in mine. I am Michael Friday, and your week just got better. I'll see you again next week. Happy Monday, all the way to Friday.